Hello again, my legion. This is the fourth video about my days in the army. I thought I'd talk about my introduction to being in the army and stuff like that. Because I did have another army video called "My Brush with Death." The one time I was almost killed in Charleston, Germany. I was almost hit by a crazy German who didn't like the Americans. When we were drunk real bad. He was speeding. He was not stopped. I almost hit him by the guy. So check out My Brush with Death also after you watch this. Well, anyways, it was interesting. In high school, I didn't really know what I was going to do when I came out. My senior year of high school back in, I think in April or May, I got a call from a recruiter. Asked if I was interested in, doing, going to the army. I said, well, I'm thinking about it. And he set up an appointment on Friday. And that's when he used to be. They used to have a recruiter in the Edinburgh Mall. The Edinburgh Mall is kind of like not the big hubbub of activity it used to be. And he set up an appointment for like around 5 or 6 o'clock Friday afternoon after I got out of school. And he came and talked to me about the army stuff. And then we went to eat at Uncle Charlie's, which is used to be right across the bowling alley. Now it's not next to the Country Fair, not Country Fair, Giant Eagle. And it's not called Uncle Charlie's anymore, it's just called Charlie's. And, what else? Well, we ate there after we were done talking and stuff, and then nothing that we didn't hear from the guy for a while, and I graduated. And then we didn't hear anything till like around July 4th, 5th, something like that. And he said, a lot of people forget a lot of their knowledge. I'd like to have you in for a test. I think it was for a test, and he did like a short test on the computer side. I did really good, and then he said, I'll call you back and we'll schedule another test for a bigger test. And I said, yeah, and then I think it was for that Thursday. And this was on a Friday. I think the test was for a Thursday. And then we went all the way to Meadville, and we took a test, and there was an ASVAB test. And after that, he drove us to McDonald's, and we treated us, me and the 2 or 3 other people, and then he got the thing over his phone or something like that, and he said how good it was. He got like a 145, I think, which is really good. And but this was like over 20 years ago. I'm trying to think. And he said it was really good, and then he said that. Wait, this was on a Tuesday, and he said he'd be down at my house Thursday to talk to my dad and myself. I said, well, that won't be till around 4 or 5 o'clock. And then he came down and talked to my dad. He said that he wanted me to get ready to go to Pittsburgh Monday to sign up and stuff like that. And I started getting nervous. Like, boy, it's moving fast now. And what we did was he picked us up at 4:30 in the morning, drove us all the way to Pittsburgh, and then we signed up. And I was with this one girl who, when we were doing our oath, you sign up and you have to do the oath. I can't in front of the flag and stuff like that. I can't remember the whole. I mean, it was a thing saying you'd be allegiant to, do what you're told and stuff like that. We allegiant to the United States, of course. And this one girl passed out, and he had to take her home and stuff like that. He gave me a bus ticket. Oh no. I can't remember. I think he gave me a bus ticket that time, and then I finally came home. And so everything was done and stuff. I had to go for security clearance and stuff like that. And then apparently I got called in September saying they didn't get my signature on fingerprint card, so I had to go all the way back into Pittsburgh and stuff like that. Spent all day then just to sign the card. And I went home, and then they said with my I was on the delayed entry program. I wouldn't be going to the army until like a day or 2 before Thanksgiving. So that would be like my first Thanksgiving away from home. So, and this time it was different. This time that he dropped us off at the Holiday Inn, and we spent the night. I spent the night at the Holiday Inn with my roommate. and they had like a Thanksgiving Day meal there, and it was like on a Tuesday, and Thanksgiving was on a Thursday, and then we had to get up. They had a wake up call for everybody, and we went downstairs and had breakfast at the Holiday, and it was pretty good. I think we were nervous. We were all nervous, and then they did the physical, and then everybody got had some briefings and stuff like that, and everybody got sent to where it was supposed to go, and it was Fort Jackson, South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina. That's where I had my basic training. I went there that Tuesday night, and he's saying things we can have, what we can't have. We went to reception center, now basic training right away, reception station. And they was just like introduction and everything. We didn't get our Army uniform and stuff, and then the next day was the holiday. So everything was pretty much shut down, so we didn't even get our haircuts yet. And we had our Thanksgiving there, and we saw a movie, we saw Delta Force. And they had a thing where, because I was there for a couple of days, and then on that and on the weekend they have like a movie, and some people could see a movie and some people had detail. I got to see a movie, it was The Toy with Richard Pryor. It was an old movie, but they had on like 3 different TVs, and that was a big thing for that day. And then the next day, we got our haircuts, we got all our uniforms issued to us, and we got all our gear and stuff like that we're supposed to have. And we had to pay for our haircuts too. Like $2 or $3, and they shaved everything off. Far more than what I mean, it was like when you first saw my new look. My hair growing back already. My hair grows fast. And then Saturday I had detail, so I wasn't able to see the movie The Enforcer. That was old Police with Dirty Harry movie. And then Sunday I didn't have detail. I got to see it. They were showing Delta Force again, Chuck Norris movie. And then Monday they had we had another thing of just instruction and getting along and stuff like that. And then Tuesday we were ready to go to basic training. I remember on the bus people were like, "Man, basic training, yeah, maybe be nothing." And then this one guy said, "Man, are you kidding me? We're going to basic training. This is the toughest thing the Army can throw at you." Well, that's stuff for Navy SEALs, but coming in, and everybody was quiet. And they asked the bus driver, "How long till we get to where we're supposed to go?" And he said, "Maybe 10 minutes." Everybody was scared. And then when we did stop on the bus, he opened the bus and the drill sergeant. I mean, he was swearing and stuff like that, and then everybody knew it wasn't no joke. We had to get out our stuff real quick and load up real quick. We got everybody to think we were going back and forth really fast, getting yelled at and screamed at and stuff like that. Because I never saw Full Metal Jacket, but that came out like a year before I went in the Army, and I never saw that until I was in Fort Bragg. Because usually I'm used to movies like Private Benjamin or Stripes, so I wasn't ready for that. The first day is hell. Our basic training was really bad, and then after that, kind of fall in your own groove, and what else? You have to have a mindset like you're all in this together, And we were in a 60-man bay with 60 guys, and after a while we got sick of each other, And they had a punishment if you were really bad. They punishment they'd take you in the office, and they said drive the Cadillac, and they had like these free-form weights. And they had a big one that looked like a steering wheel, like 20 pounds, and what you had to do was lean against the wall, crouch down, and hold this out like this. And you had to hold it and stay like there till they got tired of watching. I never got in trouble like that. That's called driving the Cadillac. That's for people who were really bad and stuff like that. It was pretty bad. They got tired real quick, but they weren't allowed to let that weight down at all. They'd catch up, It was crazy time. And then after that, it was weird because just because of the time I went in there, it was cut in half. Because I was there like 5 weeks, and then we had to go home for Christmas vacation because the whole post shut down for Christmas and New Year's. So I had 15 days leave. I remember coming home and I had my hair cut. My grandmother freaked out, saying, "What did they do to your hair?" She was freaked out about that and stuff. I had to get it cut. And then after, like every 2 weeks, you get a high and tight, which is they shave this off and you have this part staying, this top part staying. And I was there for 15 days, and for Christmas and New Year's, and it was pretty cool. And then when we got back, they were really tough on us because they said they couldn't be that tough on us before because if when we left for Christmas, we might never come back and be that tough on us. They said they were easy on us, and then when we got back, they were really bad on us. But I mean, it's just the way of the game. And see what else happened at basic training. I knew a lot of people who lived close to the guys from the band Death Angel, because I was a big Death Angel fan with the Ultraviolet album they had out. And then Frolic in the Park came on. I was really disappointed with that. But I met some people that said they were best friends with the guys. At least they said that. I don't know if that's true or not. And it was just a crazy time with basic training. It was something else. Now it's even. It was 8 weeks, 2 weeks of rifle training. The bivouac was supposed to be a week, but it was only ended up being 2 or 3 days. And then there was one thing where I'm afraid of heights. There's one thing where we had to rappel down Victory Tower, which is like about 50 feet off the ground or 100 feet off the ground, something like that. And we had to tie a rope down and rappel down. And then the other thing was we had to go on for radio communications. And they said, well, half of you are going to go for the thing first, Victory Tower first, and the other half is going to go for radio communications, and then we'll switch after you're done. And he said, who are you? We're going to separate you guys. And he said, who of you are all afraid of heights? No one raised his hand, but I was dumb enough to raise my hand because I'm scared of heights. And then he went, he walked right up to me and he said, Private Callan, are you afraid of heights? Yeah, I said, yes, Drill Sergeant. He said, guess what? I go, what, Drill Sergeant? You're going to do it anyway. You're going to do it anyway. And I said, yes, Drill Sergeant. Well, anyways, he was separating people, Victory Tower to radio communication. I was the last one. He walked right up to me. He said, Callan, said, what, Drill Sergeant? Get your ass into radio communication. I said, yes, Drill Sergeant. Thank you, Drill Sergeant. So I went in there, and then about an hour or so later, they started having a tornado warning, so they had to cancel Victory Tower. I didn't have to do it. I was so happy because I was scared. It was one of those things, And then I went, after that, I went right to Fort Gordon, Georgia. Now I want to leave it there, and then I'll continue my Army stories another time. But this is one video of my Army. Actually, it's Army Days Volume 2 because my first one's the Brush with Death. That'd be Part 1. Anyways, that's my Army video. Take care, my leader. Wait, thank you. This way, please. I keep forgetting it's reversed on the camera. Legion. Take care, my Legion. Check out this view Jason account for Base Phase 1 and Danny Higgins. Really cool. I hope you all enjoyed these 3 videos. Take care.